What's good, YouTube? How we doing? It's Succeed Thought. And for today's video, we're really just going to be exposing the first realm of Freemasonry symbolism. And I say the first realm because it's basically pretty much surface level. It's not anything too deep, but it's something that you'll be able to take with you and you'll be able to understand when you see the symbolisms. We're going to be talking about checkerboard patterns. We're going to be talking about vow of silence, eye of providence, and just other symbolisms like that, hand signs like that. We'll be talking about program allowance, willfully ignorance, and so on and so forth. So really, we're just going to dive right into the video. I have some examples I'm going to show on my laptop. And if you get something out of this video, follow, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're here for betterment, not only for myself, but for you as well. Because I make these videos for myself, but I also make these videos for you, the viewer. You know, I want you to learn as well. I want you to take something from this video and implement it into your life while we learn at the same time, right? All right, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I would definitely recommend checking out this book, Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. Albert Pike was a 33rd degree Freemason. Probably was a higher degree than what is being portrayed because there's more than just 33. But yeah, so on the first page talks about Lucifer, the light bearer, strange mysterious name given to the spirit of darkness. Named to, yeah, I said that wrong, but you get what I'm saying. Lucifer, the son of the rising, it is he who bears the light, and with its splendors intolerable blinds feeble, sensual, or selfish souls. Doubt it not. So it's really just talking about right here, Lucifer is the light bearer. So when it talks about in the Bible, God is the light, or whatever it be talking about, that's really talking about Lucifer, because God would never call himself God. Simple as that, right? But occultism wants you to believe that. There's also the book of Lucifer in the Satanic Bible that you can check out too. I got this PDF file of it right here. I'm trying to get a physical copy, but by Antoine LaVey. And Antoine LaVey is also a Freemason, just like Albert Pike. Right, so we'll get into this. So, Freemason checkerboard floor, right? Right here it says, this is AI. I don't usually use AI, but we're just gonna be talking about it right here. Symbolizes the duality of human life, which is checkered with both good and evil, or joy or sorrow. So basically, what this checkerboard pattern means is this quote that I got, but also by Albert Pike, the author of that other video. Not the video, my bad. The book, Morals and Dogma. I don't know if I have it pulled up. I don't, but I have it written down. Right here. So, Albert Pike, it's not focusing. I'll just read it out. Albert Pike said, this is a quote verbatim, at least what Google says, right? What we do for ourselves dies with us, period. What we do for others and the world remains and is immortal. So basically, that quote is telling you, if you use your intuition, if you be open-minded with that information, it's telling you what we do behind closed doors stays with us. So when we sex traffic, when we rape, when we molest, when we do these sexual things, when we bug break your favorite content creator or influencer, or literally influencer, you know, that's done behind closed doors. But what this being, or what this Freemason does to the public, is immortal within the world, and whatever person, you know, is being portrayed to be doing a good act when really behind closed doors they're doing malicious acts, like things I just stated, you know. So there's that meaning behind that. And what's this right? We're gonna be talking about George Washington, the first president of the United States, of the corporate United States. And right here, I mean, we go into this photo. I believe I have a lot going on here. But I'm just checking it out to see if I have that photo, and I don't. Alright, so we'll come back to this right here. You know, eventually we're gonna have a laptop that we can record on, screen record it, and it's all gonna be so much more fluid. But you know, just as I grow into what I'm doing, this is how it's gonna be. And so be it, you know. I'm getting practice out of this. So here's George Washington, right? With a compass and an angle, Freemasonic symbolism. The checkerboard pattern, we just talked about that, Freemasonic symbolism. I believe this is Freemasonic symbolism as well. I kind of read about that. I don't know what it symbolizes, but the G for geometry or God, not exactly sure which one represents, but that's what I take it as, because their God is Lucifer or Satan. And there's a lot of other stuff going on up on here. There's the 2 pillars for Freemasonry, which I take it like polarity. But yeah. Okay, so there's this example right here of George Washington. The first president of the United States was a Freemason. Well, doesn't that say a lot? Okay. So next we're going to be getting into symbolism, hand signs. So right here, here's some right here. The OK sign represents 666, so the Antichrist, Satan, and false prophets, right? Okay. Devil horns, this is like a rock and roll symbol, is not the rock and roll symbol, is actually, I don't know if it was created by what's his name, Antoine LaVey, the Church of Satan, right here. I don't know if he created it, but it was used by him to show allegiance to Lucifer or Satan. So yeah, this one right here, as above so below. I don't have a photo of this one, but you can find images of celebrities doing that. Palm on the chest. I don't know too much about this one, but I'm sure you can find that. And the pyramid. Now, when it's connected, it's the eye providence. It's basically the same thing as eye providence. Excuse me, I wouldn't even put it past, you know what I'm saying? But as we go into this right here, as you can see, Pope, and I don't know who this individual is, but they're holding up again right here, the Lucifer sign, showing allegiance. Right, we have the vow of silence, which is the shush, basically telling you they're not going to physically speak what they're doing, but they're going to show you through symbolism. Then we go down, there's that right there. This is the one eye symbolism, the eye providence, basically. The one eye, or the hidden eye, showing the eye providence, showing allegiance once again. Let me go down. This right here is the eye providence. There's Antoine LaVey doing it, the eye providence. Basically one eye symbolism. Again, here's the hidden hands showing allegiance. Prince Harry, and which is actually a female. This is a man right here. Forgot her name, but yeah. And as we go down, more hidden hand symbolism. We got George Washington, Karl Marx, Frederick. Ooh, why did it go back up? My bad, y'all. Frederick Nietzsche, Baron von, yeah, Frederick, Joseph Stalin, Napoleon. So you see them all. The hidden hand. Signing the Master of the Second Veil, Royal Arc Mason, York right there. Could it be coincidence that all these famous men and women, when posing for a picture or portrait, hid one of their hands? Yeah, Eye Providence right here. Boom, you got Jay-Z, Rihanna, Eye Providence. You're not just doing these hand symbolisms for nothing, because ask yourself, when have you done this hand symbolism to pose for a photo? Probably never, unless you're a Freemason, right? You feel me? So let's get down a little bit more. Got Kanye West doing Eye Providence right here. One eye symbolism, Baphomet worship, or one eye symbolism right here. And the Eye Providence showing you, bro. Got the vow of silence right here. I believe that's Rihanna. That's an accident right there. Yeah, we got the Pope with the hidden hand right here. You're not just doing this. You're not just doing this, bro. Like, you're not slick. You're not slick. So we're gonna get into this video by Call Me Kinfolk, and we're just gonna be using these photos for examples. I'm not gonna really be playing the video, but just for examples, because the way I put it in here, it's all messy, and it would just be easier to show you some examples on the laptop right here. Here's this Lady Gaga, Baphomet worship, one night symbolism, the peace sign, and okay, so let's get into this. So beta sex slaves, Bunny Kitten, and Mickey Mouse programming. The CIA created Project MK Ultra to control human consciousness. Using this technology, handlers developed mind-control sex slaves. This subject is called beta sex kitten that involved children being programmed for prostitution. Once the sex altar was activated, the victim's moral compass would be turned off, and they would begin to behave like an animal. This is why many Hollywood stars dress like cats, bunnies, and wear Mickey Mouse ears. Many of them have been groomed for sexual purposes from an early age. You will also see a leopard print for the same exact thing. But yeah, if you look into the CIA project MK Ultra, you will find files on it. You will learn about it. There are files about it. You can even watch a YouTube video on it. But by doing your research, you will get the full truth and your truth, because it'll resonate with you, you know. And let's see what else we can find in here. Right here. So, okay, I gotta add. But you've seen Cat Williams, right? You've seen Cat Williams, and you've seen the other few individuals, and we're gonna get into it right now once this ad goes away. But you see Cat Williams, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj. That's Kim Kardashian. That's the mom. Don't know who that is. That's Kanye West. I forget what that is, but as you can see, the symbolism is right there. We're gonna get into the next one. This is more leopard print. Yeah, so you got Justin Bieber, you got Diddy. I think that's what's his name. I forget right now. But you got his kid. That's some dude. And yeah, I mean, you see leopard print. They're all sex slaves, and that shit is wild as fuck. But they're all really women too. At the end of the day, they're all men on here, but they're actually women. They look like they're portraying men. Some of them may not know that. Some of them may know that. You know, we can't say for sure. And as we go right here, you see it in the hair, the leopard print once again. Tyler, the Creator, forgot this dude's name, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, this one, you got the color on it. But yeah. Some checkerboard pattern, I think that was DDG. With the hidden hand as well. I mean, that's too easy, bro. This is from a music video. Don't know which music video it is, but it's from a music video from DDG. And we get into the hidden hand right here. The hidden hand lets the other initiates know that the individual depicted is part of this secret brotherhood, and his actions were inspired by the Masonic philosophy and beliefs. Furthermore, the hand that executes the actions is hidden behind cloth, which can symbolically refer to the covert nature of the Mason's actions. Hidden hand. And there's the Pope doing it once again. More hidden hand right here. Simple. Look, Obama right there. That's a woman. And if you look in any lodges, but if you look in any lodges, they will have that checkerboard pattern. And it was said by a Freemason, a 33rd degree Freemason, what that symbolism means. And if you use common sense, you find out what that meaning is. And come on, y'all. we're gonna get into some more checkerboard pattern. Here's a podcast. Don't know them. Old fashioned something. But yeah, I mean, that's blatant. NASCAR racing games, you know what I'm saying? There's checkerboard in that too, because it's really just a race on your ego, a race on your mind, a play on your mind, a play on your ego. This is a Freemasonic ritual. And they have this lady do it right here. I forgot, I don't know who this is. Don't really care. But this is a ritual to get in. I believe that entered apprentice, maybe I'm wrong. But you gotta lift up the pants on the leg right here. You gotta put like a chain around you. Blindfold. Yeah, this is wild. More checkerboard. All these people right here. More checkerboard right here. Vans. Symbolism right there. More checkerboard in the Matrix as well. The movie. Michael Jackson right there. Lil Wayne. Billie Eilish. Cardi B. I believe that's a Disney show. More DDG right here, showing you that it's not only influencers, but it's NFL players, NHL players, NBA players, entertainers, YouTube, Twitch, Netflix, movies, actors. Vow Silence right here. Selena Gomez, Kanye West, Michael Jackson, this dude, you know what I'm saying? And I like this video because it goes into Rain Man. And Rain Man is an entity that is basically worshipped through music videos. And you know the song, Rain on Me, you know what I'm saying? It's an entity that they worship through money. And there's a photo right here. The head of Rain Man is clearly seen here. It's the devil's face. Rain Man is in many, many songs and is the devil many music artists sold their soul to. They make music about Rain Man, giving them money and fame. So yeah, very, very interesting because, you know, you're giving your worship to this entity that's giving you money. Illusions. So sorry about the camera, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And it goes into it a little bit more, goes into some lyrics, Eminem lyrics. Let's look at that actually. This chorus from Rain Man, the song Rain Man, yeah. So you'll find a lot of different songs with Rain Man worshiping. This chorus right here says, "Cause I ain't got no legs or no brain. Nice to meet you. Hi, my name is. I forgot my name. My aim was not to become what I became with this level of fame. My soul is possessed by the devil. My new name is Rain Man." So showing you that basically when they sell their soul, because you can't sell your soul, but when you give up your morality, you're now being controlled by this entity because you worship money. You worship illusions. And it shows more DDG, and yeah, that's it for this video right here. I had some examples up, but they didn't load no more. What video is this? Okay, so here's checkerboard flooring in this video called Babylon by David Gray. And it's interesting, it's called Babylon. Man, I'm gonna flip the camera around and talk to y'all. But so basically we're just exposing occultism that's been normalized by society, that society has allowed themselves into programming, because society has been so far removed from knowing themselves and just constantly being programmed into working for a slave system that society as a whole, but society is allowing this programming because they don't know how to program themselves with their spirit or their higher self, or just bettering themselves, right? And so that's when a lot of people become willfully ignorant in their suffering, because they allow it. They enjoy filling the hole within their spirit up with ignorance by watching football, by eating fast foods, by drinking alcohol or smoking weed constantly. It's okay to do these things, but have that balance and work on your future self in the current moment at the same time, because the more and more you put that off, the more and more that you are putting yourself beneath. You are no longer respecting yourself or your future self. So what's going to happen? You're going to be stagnant. And right here, closed-minded to what they think they know. So society thinks they know what life is. They know what the illusion is. But what is life when life would never call itself life? So are we really alive, or are we just experiencing a dream? So then that's when I looked up the word hidebounds. Hidebound means not willing to accept new or different ideas. So hidebound, closed-minded, really much the same, basically the same definition. But if you're hidebound, you are closed-minded into what you think you know, but you're following ignorance into a closed mindset, into a fixed mindset. Hey, that's it for this video. I really hope you learned something. It's a very basic surface level introduction into spotting Freemasonic symbolisms, but nonetheless, it's still a great opportunity to learn and to do more research for yourself. So thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all love and support. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Even if you just watch the first 10 seconds of this video, I appreciate you for giving me a chance. I appreciate you for giving a listen, because I'm taking time out of your day, and I appreciate you for doing that, because you don't have to. You didn't have to click on this video. You didn't have to watch till the end, and I appreciate you for that. And just know that consistency is coming, better quality videos is coming, and everything I want is coming to me, and I'm attracting that. And I love y'all. Peace. Thank you.